Good morning, good morning. I heard all sorts of roosters crowing. Sounds like there's a whole gang of them. And let's see, I'm not hitting anything, being that I can't see. Seeing and driving is kind of important, but it's not everything. Anybody out there? Oh, wow. Hey, we got people out there already. All right. 10 a.m. flight. 2-hour drive time. 2 hour beforehand means my butt should be in the car at 6 a.m. And I'm earlier than 6 a.m. So that's pretty good. Good job on getting butt outdoor. So check.
North.
Uh-oh. Who's talking to me and why? That should be on the car. All right. There are no streetlights in my neighborhood, which maybe most of you people live that way. Wow, there's fog. There is a property over here of I think he's a pitcher for the Cardinals. I say that every time I drive by. All right. So we got GPS. I'm gonna turn this off for a second because I can't see a freaking thing. Good morning, folks. All right, let's get the frog pilot driving. Engage Froggy, and brake hold is on. In fact, Rayman, good morning. Live Live, Johnny 3-Bar, Vulcan Rumble. How's it going? How's it going? Good morning, gentlemen, and thank you for joining me. Let's see what lights we got here. And they have colored lights at their gate. I don't know why I've never seen that before. I mean, I'm sure I've driven by in the dark. And yes, this is what my hood looks like. My hood. And so breakfast is hard-boiled eggs. Oh, it wants me to look up. Where is the vent that's never big enough? And of course, I'm carrying my definition knife in my suitcase. So no TSA. All right, what pokey thing do I have? I got keys, but no, I don't have keys anymore because my house is basically keyless entry. I really don't want to jab a pen in there. Tell me if you see any wild hogs or any good critters. A lot of times turtles go across this road, a couple of roads around here, and it's a shame because a lot of times they don't make it. And does the frog pilot, what's frog pilot say? Does that say it's recording? Oh, it did not see the stop sign. Now it does. And I feel like I could use more AC. What is the outside temperature? Outside temperature is 71 degrees. Okay, I thought it would have been, so it's humid. And that's what I'm feeling. All right, so, to me, I can read. You guys are saying good morning to each other. I guess you'll make some coffee. Yeah. Second cup, dude. I got paper towels. I got 8 hard-boiled eggs. I am packed so freaking tight. Ugh, eggs. Just double bag them. I am packed so freaking tight. I think I'm, depending on how accurate my home scale is, you know, I might be 51 pounds. I might have to break my checked bags. Yeah. All right, so here's the strategy. Flying Southwest, you get 2 checked bags and 2 personal items, 2 carry-on items. I have a backpack with my Mac laptop, a Chromebook, all sorts of other electronics, drone, chargers, stuff. In my suitcase, because there's the potential of swag and the potential of being overweight. I have, because they want, if you're overweight, they want to charge you like an extra $100. So what I do is I have a carry-on duffel bag and I have a suitcase duffel bag in my checked bag. So if they say, hey, you're overweight, I'm like, no problem. I'll rip the thing open, throw a couple, throw some shoes in. So all right, the reason I'm heavy, and that's another thing. So the reason my suitcase is heavy is I'm going to blame it on range day, so I'm bringing boots for range day. Also, I just bought On Cloud sneakers last night, so because they're supposed to be freaking amazing, because walking a shot is tough. And why? It's telling me to go to another airport. Fudge! That is not right. All right, we got to reprogram. Why is it telling me go to? I literally even have the parking spot, not the physical spot, but the location. Resume drive. PBI cancel. No. We are not going to PBI. We are going to MCO. And let's see, Terminal C. No, we're going to the long-term parking. I'm gonna have to wait a minute until I get on the highway before I do the reprogram. So I don't know if Crump's butt is already at the airport. And good, we got a blinky yellow light for the left turn. Thank you. But because of the snow in DC, oh, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, the President Trump gets sworn in. Pretty exciting. All right, is this FedEx tractor trailer going north or south? Because he's in the south lane. Just want to make sure he doesn't change his mind. Good. Okay. And there's a steering wheel shaker in the car if you get close to the line or whatever, along with the frog pilot that'll nag you and tell you when you should actually drive. Give me a second to merge, and hopefully we get high-speed operations underway. And why is there shiz vibrating? I think my tires need balancing. Okay, preferred velocity, engage. Okay, we got that. All right, now we need to know where we're going. I typed in MCO. I know it's like the north long-term lot. Let's see if I can get all that. This should have been in my search history. All right, Tampa. Let me type in Orlando. Molly World, long-term parking. No, that's a different airport. Long-term parking, Orlando. I think that's a different airport. Alright, we're going to go with MCO, and we'll adjust as Mac charging cables. They need to look out the window. Go now. ETA is 7:43 a.m. Okay, we're plugged in. Will the head unit pick up? Head unit engage. We have auto high beams running. And okay, good. We have maps. No sound from the mic, no road noise. I mean, like any layout. Yeah, okay, so stopping in Denver. I think on the way out and on the way back, I'm stopping in Denver. And, alright, so let me roll back on airport decision. Airports, nearest airport to me is West Palm Beach International. Great airport. Great parking, great everything, 20 minutes from my house. Pick 2 is Fort Lauderdale, so about an hour from the house. Pick 3 and 4, Miami and Orlando, are both 2 hours from my house, but I'd rather go to Orlando. Traffic-wise, etc., getting in and out of the Orlando airport's easier, parking is easier. Also, I worked for 3 years in Orlando, so I know Orlando better. So, that's that part of the story. Now, hold on, we got rolling roadblock ahead. Second to aggravate. And the guy that likes his high beams behind me. Yeah, so whatever my wife's car, we were driving that yesterday, and if you don't know, she has a nearly identical vehicle. And let's see, good sound, that's alright. I'm just checking the comments. For some reason, her Comma AI Frog Pilot was not running. It said something about radar and restart car. Alright, there's a bunch of people standing around a car on the side of the road. And I'm waiting for Crump to be in the comments. Tractor with, it's amazing. It just has the 2 required lights on it. You can hardly see it. Oh, dude, fry beams. So, I don't pack ahead of time. I organize. And I could organize better. So I have boots for the range, because it could be raining, snowing, cold at the range. I have chemical warmers for hands and feet. I have, dress shoes for the Gundies, tuxedo. I bought a shirt, cufflinks, and a tie, so I look cool. And since I'm wearing new sneakers, I have my old ones just in case these are painful. So instead of just traveling with the footwear that I have on my feet, I have dress shoes, boots, and backup sneakers. So I have, basically, including the ones on my feet, I have 4 pairs of shoes. I sound like I'm a girl. Dark is not going. So there's games you can play with get the best price ticket. What do they say? Pay once, cry once. I know there's a better phrase. Anyhow, by the time Dark had everything arranged and sorted, and the dog watched and all that, and the dog, like, we have 2 dogs. It's a pain in the butt. Love them. Don't get me wrong. Love them. Dog management. You know, the good part about dogs, wow. The management part of dogs, So, yeah, and one of the dogs I took out, she had to pee and poop. The other dog, like, she would have just slept. The other dog, Sunshine, the brown one, you know, has FOMO in the worst way. So, FOMO Sunshine had to, you know, like, what's going on? Somebody's up. At first, I thought she sleeps under the covers. I thought she was just going to stay there. But she needed to see what I was doing. And then she jumped to bed with my wife and woke her up. You know, the bird, all right, so having the bird, you could leave the bird alone, you know, with enough food, enough water. Again, socially, it's maybe not so good for the bird because it really likes people and it likes people around. So, if I left for a week, when I had the bird, I would have people check in on the bird. I think I would have Google Home play music, talk radio for the bird while it was gone. Thank you. Somebody's passing me. BMW X5. Good job on being the blocker. So, yeah, Dark and I talked about it. It's like, fine, I'll go to SHOT Show. He'll go to another show in the future, maybe NRA. There's a number of opportunities and better planning. Just also, so he got family to watch the dog, and then he's got packages for DLD hardware and definition knives that he's got to do all the time. It's a one-man shop, you know, basically. Which we're talking about splitting the workload for definition knives, which means I need a workspace to package and ship. So that's the scoop. And part of that idea, excuse me, is I'm gonna get it's like a cargo container. I already have one, but it folds out left and right, so it's triple the space, and it's finished on the inside. So I'm gonna have not a man cave, but a man cave office with storage, and get rid of the cargo container that I have. So that's what's going on. So yeah, last night after dinner, what did I make? And I don't even want to say I made. I threw in the toaster oven. Basically, step above a TV dinner. It was the Publix pre-made chicken breast with spinach and feta, and they're never that good. they don't even have to put a hot picture on it of great looking food. It just is never that good. It always comes out rubbery. It's never tender. Whatever. And then there's never enough chicken, the fetid spinach pork. And then my wife said she wanted something sweet, which is like once every 6 months. She actually wants to go. We went to Sweet Frog. It for the two of us, it was like $20. We had a pretty full cup, but it wasn't a big cup. So that stuff is gold. I don't know if they've actually finished, or if they ever will be finished paving this road. Because this is like brand new pavement. It's like buttered up, and now we're on the older pavement. So, I don't know what time Peggy and Walter Keller are arriving, or Hank and Walla are arriving. Crump is going to be there at 11. I'm hoping to find somebody that has a car or something like that could drop me off. Just so one of the cool things about SHOT Show is in where you pick up your bags and get your badge. And some of the hotels you can get your badge. There's a booth, but from like 8 a.m. to midnight you can get your badge at the baggage area at the airport. So that's cool. Because media day at the range starts at 8:30 a.m. and the bus pickup is like 7:45, and it's probably between walking and whatever, a half hour-ish to get to the bus. But I don't know if it's worth me trying to grab a free shuttle bus. So the gambit is the free shuttle bus to the Venetian to get the shuttle bus to the range day. That's the. Am I flying? Are you? Yes. So right now I am driving from my house to Orlando, MCO, which is just about 2 hours. It says I'll be there at 7:42 a.m., hour and 37 minutes, and 123 miles. So love traveling this time of the morning, or when other people aren't on the road. So I've had all sorts of. I don't know about you guys. Please let me know if you have the same feelings. I get a little like sad before I leave home. I'm looking forward to the trip. I'm looking forward to, meeting people, seeing people, hanging out with people, that kind of thing. Not looking forward to the travel, the parking, the flying, the changing flights, the walking, the foot pain, the backache, all that. Not looking forward to that. But definitely looking forward to so the Anderson Big Bore build, which we haven't debuted yet. Kyle, if you're watching, what's going on, man? What's going on? We got to get some movement on that. In fact, I think I have videos scheduled to go out. I might have to reshuffle videos. Because the whole idea was we were supposed to be done with the Anderson Big Bore competition before SHOT Show. And we're not, as far as I know. So, yeah, I may have to reschedule some videos. And let's see. So, different companies contributed to my build, and any of them gave me discounted products or free products, which was a big deal. So I was very excited about that. And I've been talking with the people, and I want to, thank them and talk to them, see what opportunities we have to work together in the future. So definitely made some cool contacts, very much appreciative. There's not a gun tuber. If you watch John Crump live, it's amazing. I don't know anybody that like him. All right, so I know Prince Sugar Pete. When I talk to Prince Sugar Pete, he's like, yeah, I have these videos planned, and I think that's a good way to go. A lot of people I know are just kind of haphazard, and likewise, but everything he's doing is building towards a goal. So he definitely has a plan. He has a schedule. I have builds on my list, so I got to figure out exactly how to do that. I got a lot of it figured out, and what I'm going to be doing on flyingRich.com is there's going to be a build page, and where you can go and see all of the parts and link back to whoever. I'm also going to be doing all of my affiliate links and discount codes and all of that. So that's going to come out soon, ideally with the Anderson Big Bore competition. Is that oil up? Is that like a Vegas joke? It's 6:10 a.m. I can't believe you guys are up. On a Sunday, no less. I really need an affiliate link for like the Costco cheese, the Kirkland red wine cheese, and the 5-hour energy drink. And up for hours, 5:10. Yike! Gunslinger, good morning. So it's interesting, flyingRich Firearms, the Shorts channel, the performance of videos or the lack thereof. So it's always very interesting to see a video launch or a YouTube short launch, do nothing, and all of a sudden, boom, it blows up. Been blowing up for me like 15,000 views. So let's see. I'm definitely looking forward to the Gundies. That's fun. It's going to be a long day. I'm going to try and get 2 ranges in on range day. I don't know if that's going to be possible. So we'll see. I'd like to. So Jeremy Dedman from X Tech, we've had him on Sean Crump Live. He's going to be at the number 2 range day that I plan on attending. And so there's there's 3 range days going on tomorrow. And some other companies, tomorrow Monday. Some other companies will even have like range days today. And they'll find a range in the desert somewhere and set up. So I think SIG is doing their own, and anyhow. So just, I don't know what SHOT Show this is for me. It's at least the 3rd, might be the 4th. Hold on, I can tell you. I went Circus. So this is number 4. Circus. What was the other one? The Mardi Gras. And then I shared a house. So this is number 4. Yeah, I know that by crappy places I've stayed. Oh my. Buy once, cry once. That's it. Oh man, night terrors. Night terrors since quitting smoke. No! Gotta do a troll. I might go by the ATF booth and ask about my Form 4. I filed an E-Form 4 for suppressor for the Anderson Big 4 build. And that was December 8th. And it still hasn't come through. There could be a couple of factors on that. That's my first Form 4. Forgive me for chewing. What time is sunrise? 7:10 a.m. So not quite an hour. Looks like either fog or low overcast most of the area here, and 72 degrees outside. Wow. So I saw a meme, and again, could have been a recycled meme. They say next week it's going to be colder in Florida. All right. I am doing an automated lane change as we change lanes. One night, when I was working in Orlando, so I would drive up Sunday night. There's no lights on the turnpike, Florida Turnpike here. I'm northbound, and I guess I just crested an overpass, and mile, 2 miles ahead in the dark with no lights, I could see people braking and then moving into the left lane. Somebody was trailering a flat black dumpster-sized trailer behind a pickup truck with no freaking lights. It might as well have been a black hole. So thank God I was paying attention. And it was like a mile or so ahead. And I could see people jam on their brakes and then quick change lane from the right lane to the left lane, because they're coming up on somebody driving absolutely no frickin' lights. Flat black. Might as well have been a black hole. It might as well have been absorbing the light. Dumpster-sized trailer. It was all plywood sides. terrifying, just and reckless. I don't get me wrong. I've done crazy reckless stuff in my life, but usually it's my ass, not endangering other people. And done. And flyingRich, Barton Fake, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. The Amish ATF guy was funny as hell. No, what do you mean Amish ATF guy? There was last year when I went up with Crump. Was there a guy that looked Amish? I don't even remember. So I'm excited to see Crump. Would have been nicer to hang out with Dark. It's funny. Somebody commented on a comment I left on a Tiberius Gibb video like 2 years ago. So I replied to that as I was on the throne. Yeah, when I see somebody replied to you, that so typically means somebody's communicating with you. I'll jump on that. They had a question about some ear pro. It's like a DIY molded ear pro. Alright. So when I started shooting, I would use foamies. Foamies have the greatest hearing protection. Now, of course, if they're fit right, everything is caveated on fitting right. Tiberius Gibb did a video about these DIY molded earplugs, and they work decent enough, but they're more like a solid plastic as opposed to having some give. They work, but and maybe it's better for other people. Let me just say that, because as I move my jaw, my ear canal changes, and that's why I can't wear earbuds, because I just squirt things out of my ear. Boy, that sounded weird. When I move my jaw, the shape or my ear contracts, and anyhow, you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to be high beam right now, or truck driver. So that's why I have the Beats Pro with the ear hook, and when I'm in my studio, in my office, I have the wired ones with the ear hook. So it's I don't know if you guys remember when I'd be doing John Crump Live, I'd constantly be pushing my stupid earbuds in. Going back to Tiberius Gibb, he did a video on these self-molded earplugs. They really didn't work that good for me because, like I said, as I move my jaw, the shape of my ear canal changes. So, I don't know, 2 years ago at SHOT Show, I got the custom molded ones, and it was like $50. And they're pretty good, and here's how I say it. If I'm shooting pistol, I'll use them. Now, it's tough to double up because they have like a little plastic plug where the cord connects the one to the other so you don't lose them. So if you put something on it, and typically what I like to do is I run a cheapy noise canceling headset, and I turn the volume to max. So with the earplug in, the foamy, and the cheapy noise canceling, I'm getting better protection, and I'm getting amplification so I can hear people talk for the most part. That's my strategy. Depending on how you shoulder a rifle in a buttstock, as the rifle moves, either it'll pull on your cheek, so if you have just the molded ones, it'll leave a gap and the sound can get in. If you're using foamies alone, the foamies will take up the space because they expand. So they're constantly trying to expand. So foamies are the best. The the grocery store, dime store, supermarket, whatever, CVS, foamies are the best earplugs. Pain in the butt to get in. I got to roll them, and then you hope they expand just right. So getting them in right is a big deal. They work. It's more convenient to have the custom molded ones and shooting pistol. That's okay. If you're not shouldering it, so I'm just saying rules for me. This is how I do it. But typically, I'll do foamies and then noise canceling and double up that way. If it worked better doubling up the other way, I would do it. But it maybe with a different headset, it would work. So also, you got to wear eye pro for shooting, and these guys are messing with the seal. So typically I'll put my glasses above the earmuff, which looks a little weird, but whatever. But it gets you a better seal. I kind of like to hear. Do you CCW? I am CCW right now. And you're probably a new viewer. I am, through GOA, and GOA with both of these things, suing the ATF. Crump, Dark, and I are suing the ATF for in the business of, where they say, hey, if you buy or sell a firearm, you're an FFL. So we are the named plaintiffs in that case, and also I, through GOA, am suing the Port St. Lucie Sheriff of the state of Florida for open carry. So that's the scoopy there. So, do I CCW? Frick yeah. If I have pants on, I have a gun with me. Even if I'm in my pool, there's a gun nearby. Which, in Florida, you have a pool, but you just don't go in it. I don't make the rules, but that's how it is. Where's your go-to CCW? Oh, okay. So, and this is, you're going to get 100 different answers for anything like that. So, I pocket carry a SIG P365 in a pocket holster. I carry a, where is it? An X-Tech 13 round magazine. So Jeremy Deadman of X-Tech gave me that. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, I got to make sure. So in case you don't know, I am part owner of DefinitionKnives.com, and I made sure that my knife is in my checked bag. Over the years, I've given the TSA a couple of knives. I don't want to give them my knife. Ancient Viper, how's it going? Doing good. Not feeling sleepy. Everything, getting up, getting out of the house worked good this morning. So, no excessive ground drag, as my friends who are pilots say. So, yeah, I the only thing I could have done better is I could have, I wanted to grab that. I could have thrown my suitcase in the car last night, but not a big deal. I got out of the house. I allowed an hour, and I was having 34 minutes. So that included walking one of the dogs. So that worked good. So we are on our way to SHOT Show. Heading to Denver, I believe, is my first stop, and then from Denver to Vegas. So I'm hoping to get some sleep time on the airplane. Crossing fingers. And Yeah, I got a 10 a.m. flight, which is 3.5 hours from now. Which, don't get me wrong, jets fly 3 times as fast as my plane. So, yeah. Hold on. We got a whole complex thing going on here. In Asian Viper, ask any question we want. Alright, so I don't even want to try and mispronounce your name. Mr. Bush. Let's see, alright, nobody's coming at me. Best CCW line on the planet. Mine is a 365 fuse on a Mischief machine lowered. I'm not familiar with that. With the 7HLX and Romeo enclosed compact. Oh, cool, yep. Where are you from, by the way? Because you're really following up on that. Originally, Islip, Long Island, New York. So, no, I'm not the father of your friend. I thought you only slept on the plane when you're the pilot. Ouch! I've done that. I'm real sure I've done that. So, when I was dating my wife before we got married, I was working in Manhattan, and I'd flown down for, I don't know, a week or whatever. And I flew back, and I know I was like north of Delaware or Maryland, and I know I closed my eyes and nodded out, and I was over New Jersey. Because the next day at the office, I was like this in the office, and one of the guys at a meeting, and one of the guys like, you're out for a good 10-15 minutes. I'm like, oh shoot. Because I swear I heard everything. And I may have. But, I know I did that the day before flying. And coffee is done. And we're getting the minimal amount of traffic needed to cause a rolling roadblock. So, guy in the right going slow, guy got ahead of me, and ahead. Let's see what we got going on. My car has not detected the car ahead of me. Now it has. Alright, car says I have 275 miles in range. I've got 88 miles to go. And should have just enough gas to return home empty. What is the lane vehicle configuration ahead? That car's going in the right lane. Rolling roadblock ahead of me. Left lane. Car carrier in the right lane. If I come up fast on him, is it intimidating? Not enough to make him move over. All I gotta say is you're probably having a tremendous lack of sensitivity to your surroundings if you're not live streaming, reading comments, and occupying the left lane. Like, it's immediately obvious that there's somebody behind you. Beams. And Okay. Alrighty, what did I say here? And nobody behind me. And you ever dose up to avoid? Yes. So I have a bag of pharmaceuticals with me that I travel with and also keep at home. But I always hitting buttons on the steering wheel. What button do I want? The energy flow, miles per gallon. Yeah, that's it, range. Alright, so yeah, I 1 year I took ivermectin, like I guess the first year I went. But my wife has been suffering. My wife is very, very healthy, and also my daughter. Alright, we're back. So yeah, my wife was in bed all weekend. I think Monday I slept a lot of the day, and even yesterday I took a nap for like 2 hours in the middle of the day. I felt a whole lot of congestion going on. I feel fine now. So yeah, good question on that. Don't even realize until now the name of the stream. Go shot show. Okay, Brett. Oh yeah. And Shadow Callie, hello. So yeah, I have a Jace case with a bunch of pharmaceuticals in it. Why is this truck in the left lane and looks like a car carrier not going that fast? We will select. Is it going to auto lane change? I gotta the barbarians. I have to turn the turn signal on and then tap the wheel to do a lane change. Yeah, so car carrier in the left lane, and now decides he doesn't want to be in the left lane. That's alright, dude. And alright. And 71 degrees is too cold. We'll go to 73. So yeah, the YouTube channel is Flying Rich. I have a shorts channel. Right now it's shorts only. Flying Rich Firearms. I do a podcast with John Crump. So you'll see me on John Crump Live, which is the podcast, and John Crump News quite often, doing news with him. And yes, head down to SHOT Show. So yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel. Take a look at flyingRich.com. The site's going to change. I'm going to have builds posted there, and discounts and affiliate links and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's definitely friends of the channel, all of my social media. So right now, Flying Rich Firearms is just like a private link tree. In the near future, it's going to be, my links, friends of the channel, other YouTubers and all that bit that are friends of mine, other businesses that are friends of mine, and affiliate links and builds with links to all of the products and prices and any discount codes I have. So what I'm probably going to be doing from now on in the future, so Fat Tack Josh, Black Diamond Guns and Gear, also a friend of the channel. Josh is only doing shorts on YouTube, and he's doing all of his gun content on Rumble. So I don't know what's going on with the advent. Probably shouldn't even tease. So part of knowing on Crump means I always know something I can't talk about. There's some freaking news you may never know about. short bend, I should say, bend in the road. I do like the auto high beams, and I don't like the people that just drive with their high beams on. It's like, are you the only person on the planet? You know what? All right, we got a clear road. Just bought an LWRC A2 a couple hours. Oh, no way! Cool. TikTok was where the best videos were at, yeah. Are you making a joke, or you just say that? Or Rich TikTok, yeah. No, I don't do TikTok. I used to tease Joe, Shooting Gallery New England, about doing TikTok. That, you know, I would do TikTok, but I'm straight. You know. Anyhow, I know my daughter. Wow, what is my daughter going to do with that couple extra hours every day in her life? Is she going to go to Instagram or YouTube Shorts? And don't get me wrong, I fall into the doom scroll issue. So, yeah, this is going to be my first SHOT Show range day, and pretty amazing that I've been going this is going to be my 4th year at SHOT Show, and I haven't done range day yet. And I got to thank Jeff from Gear Report from hooking me up with the range day invite. So once you're in SHOT Show, you're in, and once you're in range day, you're in. Now, whatever, and your name gets out there on the list, so I've become aware of other range days. So Slav Guns has a chat for SHOT Show, and a lot of information is shared, so it's always good to take a look at that. So we have different ways of communicating and sharing information. So there's different parties. I know Risky Krisky last year, he talked up the Cry Precision Party. I'd love to go out to it, but it sounds more risque than I'd probably approve of. So me my prude self, please, not the rolling roadblock. All right, I think I need to close the distance to make these people realize. And yes, they decided I want to be a rolling roadblock, but not that much. All right, and now the car quips. I'm going too fast. Good. You don't doom scroll. Oh gosh, it's so easy to do, and it's such a sin and a waste of time. Meaning, wasting your time like that is a sin. I'm wondering how much more productive we would all be if we didn't doom scroll. But I guess there's still cat videos on the internet. And so, Risky Krisky Cry Precision. So Risky talked up the Cry Precision Party pretty hard. But then, like when I mentioned wanting to go to the Cry Precision Party, one of the guys said, is everything good with you and your wife? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, why do you want to go to that? And I'm like, what? I'm like, anyhow. So, yeah, just in case you're wondering, going to Vegas. Can I trim that off? Yeah, it's getting lighter out. Let me give you a road view. How about that? Good morning, Razor JB. Hey, man. Did I see eggs, coffee, energy drink before? Hold on. For you, Razor JB. I already ate the eggs. The energy drink is thrown in the bottom there, but for theatrical prop effect, I will show you an undrank one, and yes. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, you can listen to my whiny bitch ass complain about getting up early and flying to SHOT Show. I gotta tell you, I don't know if it's me, if anybody else knows, if anybody else feels the same way. It seems to me that since COVID, flying sucks worse. And it just seems like you can't get a direct flight anywhere. And I try to get direct flights whenever I can. And just because there's less chance of a screw up. Because if the first stop is where you're going, you got a 5/9 chance of getting there. Whereas, any number of things can go wrong. Like falling asleep at the airport and not making it to the next terminal, whatever, next flight. I do like it when you don't change planes. I don't know if I have a plane change. I didn't look that up, but I'm going to have 2 hours to rest my keister at the airport, or at least an hour, depending on how quick TSA works. And so not a fan of TSA. If I could tell you how much, I'll tell you how much of a fan I am not of TSA. I am so much not a fan of TSA. Most of the times I'd rather fly my own ass, but I don't have a working airplane. Alright, so I don't know if you guys have done New Year's resolutions. A couple years ago I had a New Year's resolution, not like an official New Year's resolution, but I wanted to do the Florida Man trifecta. So swamp buggy, airboat, hog hunt. And I'll throw a fourth one on because I saw Eric and Chad doing it. They were down in my hood here in West Palm Beach, and they went air gun hunting iguanas. I'm like, that's cool AF. So they're going up and down canals with air guns, air rifles. And actually, Hank has an air rifle. I gotta talk to Hank. He's got like a large caliber air rifle, and I don't know if he came out with a video yet or not. But Hank's strange. So maybe I need to talk to Hank. How bad would it be if we got like an inflatable boat with a trolling motor and he went up and down the canals with an air rifle, me and Hank? That'd be funny. So yeah, I gotta say, Razor JB, let's see. Razor JB is an interesting person, and my life would be ruined forever if our conversations became public. So my biggest fear is that our private conversations ever became public. So it's so funny, the people you meet on the internet, and it's great, it's wonderful, and I really appreciate also, with the aviation community, or any of the communities that I've been involved with, aviation, or like the Porsche Club in New York, or the Firearms community. I just love, and please don't take this as a lefty whatever, but you meet such an interesting group of people. I was going to say diverse, but I'm going to avoid saying diverse. Not airsoft. That would be Gilligan's Island funny, right? But yeah, it's cool. I've met a stupid amount of interesting people within the firearms community. Had a lot of fun. I mean, it's kind of cool. It not trying to think. All right, I do know Eric, Iraq veteran. He knows who I am, which is kind of cool. There's like just a wealth of people I know, and a lot of good people, a lot of fun. And I love Tony Simon. Love seeing him, hanging out with him, having him on the show. Smart guy, funny guy. Love him. Walter Keller, Hank Strange, Shooting Gallery New England, of course, Crump and Dark. And of course, all you guys. So, because you guys are the reason I'm doing this stuff. So, YouTube is not profitable for me in any way, shape, or form. Let me just say social media and what I do in the firearms community is not profitable. It's actually a money loss. I have a good time doing it. Also, me running my mouth is like basically free therapy. I get to talk, and I don't pay a therapist. Dark, not familiar. Ooh. And I told Dark, I said, I think it's the best decision you're making not to go to SHOT Show, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to roast you. Can I turn the light off? All right, so yeah, now you see the skylight. And our ETA, 7:42 a.m. Maintenance required. Why doesn't it say oil change? If my car has basically a TV effing screen, why can't it say oil change? Why does it say maintenance required? See your dealer. It's like, fudge, no. It's all right. So a couple of things. This is a 2017 vehicle. It's kind of interesting to compare and contrast vehicles in what they had technologically as opposed to what they don't have. So my 2007 Envoy had individual TPMS. You could see the pressure on each tire. Whereas my 2015 Genesis Coupe just has a tire pressure warning, no PSI. I'm like, it knows how many PSI, but it just doesn't tell you. Which the UI, user interface, does not show that. The Lexus has like a full freaking color screen. It could allow me to click into it. Now, alright. The Envoy, based on your driving conditions, would tell you when to change the oil based on, how hot you got the car, how often you drove, blah, blah, blah. It would tell you when to change the oil. The Lexus just has a 5,000 mile counter. This is no different than the 1970s Hondas that had an oil monitor on the dashboard. Basically, it was another odometer, and you would take your key and push it into the dashboard to reset it when you change the oil. Which the simplicity and brilliance of that is pretty amazing. When I was working at a Porsche repair shop, the BMWs had a plug in the engine bay, and you would take the cap off the plug, and because we didn't have the official device, you would take like a paper clip and jump certain pins to reset the oil light on the dashboard. So if you guys have been around long enough, you've heard me say this a number of times. I like a Most Nagant because it has too few parts to actually work, but does. And for the same reason, parts count, I like a Luger because it has 4 times as many parts as it should to actually work. All of that being said, I do like the whole tech experience in the Lexus with the Comma AI. Love the heads-up display, self-driving, all that kind of stuff. In the same breath, I really want, and I've done some research into this. Actually, International Harvester, they're coming out with a Scout. I just saw it in social media. The prototype of the vehicle in my mind that I'm going to tell you about is a mechanically fuel-injected diesel. The International Harvester was a turbo diesel with a Mitsubishi engine. Believe it or not, which I would be shocked if people knew an International Harvester pickup truck or SUV. There was no SUV when that came out, but that's what it was. Had a Japanese engine in it. Anyhow, the apocalypse vehicle would be a air starter turbo diesel that's mechanically injected, so it needs no electric to run. That would be so in the same vein, it would be the most nagant of vehicles, as opposed to the Rexus, which is like the Luger of vehicles. How many miles do I have? 142,000. 142,607 miles. Let's see, it says I got 225 miles in the tank. 56 miles to go, which will leave me 175 miles to get home, which I'm pretty sure is enough. But I'll make a go, no-go decision on my drive home, stupid late at night, when I return. Oh, dude. All right, hold on. All right, so let me go through the comments here. And road, it's nice when it brightens up. You can actually see. To be fair, you were going to roast him anyway. Yes. FGM. Definitely a roasting in there. I got to figure out how to do it. Get ready for another Wears Dark Shorts. Yes. Make a. Oh, hold on. This is the comment I was looking for. Mark Fink. It's a shame you didn't make a photo cardboard cutout of Dark. You could have had some real fun teasing him at the ETF. Might be possible to make that happen. Joe fake name. Whoa, getting divorced today? Well, on a Sunday. I somehow don't believe you. Crump AI, yes. Crump GPT. Let's see. Frag out! Good morning. And, well, Joe, it's sometimes tough to read the comments. I mean, I'm driving, you know. Well, no, I'm not driving. The car's driving. 52 miles to go. And frag out. So let's pip definitionknives.com, the finest EDC cutlery. Not only because I own the company, I use my knife every day. I have not sharpened it since I got it. Like, if there was wood in the car, I'd knock on the wood. From all of the knives that we've sold, all of the knives that we've given away to people to test and all that bit, not one person has had anything negative to say. So I'm pretty excited about that. We are sold out on the co-pilots. So the knife named for me. We're gonna have to order a new batch. That's like a paved area where the police hang out and write you tickets from. So we're working on, we just got the samples for launch 2, and we're evaluating them. So along with launch 2, we're going to be reordering knives from launch 1. Let's see. There's a lot of cool stuff. It's very exciting, very cool. The knives are in Dark's hands, which I was really hoping that I would see him. Chamber Defense! What's up? Good morning, good morning. Launch 2, yeah. Launch 2, not lunch 2. So, what is that? It must be a pile of garbage because there's no hills in South Florida. I kind of hate how they say, geographical areas when they're not geographically right. So, they call Palm Beach South Florida when it's 2 hours north of Miami, and Miami's 2 hours north of before you get to the Keys. So I don't. If South Florida is a third of the way, maybe that makes sense. If you divide it into thirds, like central, north, west, whatever. Anyhow. And maybe I'm particularly sensitive of that because I grew up in New York, where anything above Yonkers is upstate, which is kind of crazy. So I don't know how many counties are in New York, but like the 10 counties that are below Yonkers is New York, and everything else is upstate. Like 99% of the landmass of New York is upstate. So I have a beef with backpacks, and most backpacks I've ever bought, I've torn something off of them within 24 hours. I have a Low Pro backpack, L-O-W-E-P-R-O. Like, so the guy is a photographer, his name is Low, and the backpack, the Low Pro backpack, in the years that I've had it, one, it still looks brand new. Two, I've not torn anything off. There's a mesh pouch for like a water bottle, and I noticed that some threads were pulled on it. That's the only, as far as I'm concerned, that's a win-win-win. I've never had an issue with that backpack, so calling it a win. Although they have totally jam-packed that bag like you would not believe. So, if it doesn't burst on this trip, it's never going to burst. I'm waiting to pull a zipper apart or something like that. It really is built really good. And I don't know if I want to talk about this. We're not there yet, so I'm not going to talk about it. Alright. 11 thumbs up, thank you for the thumbs up. Everyday supercar spotter. Do you guys watch car videos? Because I watch, other than Firearms news stuff, I kind of fell out of watching Johnny B. Like, I do enjoy watching Johnny B. And I'll probably pick up again. I think it's funny. I enjoy him, his personality. I typically watch Langley. Nice enough fella. I'd love to have him on John Crip Live. So he's a full-time YouTuber. So we were talking at Iraq Veteran, and very approachable, very nice guy. Iguana holsters. I don't know. I really don't know Tampa that well, or the Tampa guy, but Hank is friends with. Oh gosh, what is the guy's name? He's at St. Augustine, and he does all the leather holsters. I don't know if that's the guy you're talking about. I've got my. Sam Andrews is at St. Augustine, and he makes a bunch of different holsters. I don't know that he does iguana holsters. I've always wanted to check his shop out and visit with him. He's been out to Hank's place and shop. I've never met him in person, and I don't know that I've even talked to him on the phone. Good, interesting guy. He has a lot of lead time on holsters being made. So what I want to do is get a couple of holsters made by the guy, because if the Florida open carry goes through, I'm gonna need something nice. I'm gonna need like a nice holster for open carry. So there. I don't know if I've really thought this through. If open carry goes through in Florida, I'll be very excited about it. This is just like in any state. We've seen this happen multiple times, and that's why I love that the founding fathers, when they talk about the states, they talk about experiments in democracy or republicanism, or anyhow. I don't want to get caught in calling everything a democracy, because representative government, however you want to call it. I am all for states like Colorado and Nevada to experiment in marijuana. I think it's awful. I hate it, and I'll tell you why I hate it. In a very libertarian way, I hate it. I hate the Las Vegas hotel rooms that are non-smoking, smelling of skunk weed. I hate walking down the Las Vegas sidewalks, smelling of skunk weed. If the crap smelled good, or not at all, do whatever you want. I don't care, as long as it doesn't break my nose or pick my pocket. But dude, this stuff is nasty. And I don't know if you guys in the audience smoke. That's up to you. That's your business. Mike McClune, good morning. Chile, southwestern Pennsylvania, southwest. I don't even know if I've ever been in south. Maybe I have. I must have driven through. So let's see. It is 72 degrees, still holding at 72. As I'm on my way to Orlando, I am 37 miles out. Not quite half a tank. Or a little more than half a tank, I should say. Let's see, 73, I'm going to go to 74 degrees. I'm still feeling a little chilly. I was feeling a little humid earlier. Now that the AC probably sucked all the humidity. Oh, I need to grab that bracket. Damn. Can I unscrew this? Yes! I'm looking out the window, so it appears I haven't seen another car northbound. I wanted this bracket. Now I just gotta remember to take Canoe Creek Service Plaza coming up. So we're doing good. smell it on the buses at work regularly. Pastors, THC. No, dude, I graduated high school in '83, and back then, in that time period-ish, pot smelled good. I don't know when it became skunk weed. That. Oh my gosh, Fragga had a dream he had a forklift and someone stole it. So, it's funny. I remember as a kid, I always wanted to fly radio control airplanes, as a young boy. And I would dream that the radio control airplane was like on my night table. And if I woke up quick enough, it would still be there. It never was. I think I'm going to tune out. I've run my mouth long enough. I've got to adjust my destination because I'm 33 miles from, 20 miles from, terminal navigation, 33 miles from my destination. I will probably record something-ish and post it either live or not, but you didn't steal the forklift? Alrighty, guys. Hey, safe travels to everybody. If you're going to SHOT Show, hope to see you soon. And I'll be posting, reporting in, whatevering. So, have a good day. Have a great Sunday. Talk to you guys later.